Let's be completely real here, you guys. The MDX is worth MSRP. I would actually pay MSRP for it right now, not a couple years from now. A couple of years from now, I'd probably try and squeeze as much as I can off the MSRP, but right now, it is a very hot car, and I do love it. What I want to do for you in this video is break down exactly what you can expect if you're planning on purchasing or leasing the brand new Acura MDX. I'll break down inventory in the United States, compare it against its competition. Lastly, I'll leave you off with some insurance premiums that I think you should be able to get in your state. What is happening, guys? Ari here from negotiationguides.com, and by clicking here or the link in the description below, you'll be able to access a summary of tonight's negotiation guide on my blog, negotiationguides.com, where you'll also be able to connect with your local area Acura dealers to get the very best price on an MDX. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, because this whole channel is going to teach you everything you're going to need to know so that you can negotiate your best possible deal. You guys, let's get down to business. Now, the bulk of the inventory is going to be all-wheel drive inventory. However, I did include front-wheel drives. They are very, very little, but I did want to include them just for the sake of having them in here. Right now, we've got about 85 base all-wheel drives, 291 tech package, 337 A-spec, 395 advanced. Front-wheel drives, we got 50 bases, 166 tech. So you can see that inventory is very, very low on front-wheel drives. They're prioritizing all-wheel drives. Now, last time I did use a tech package. This time around, I wanted to use an A-spec, the hot one, the very, very good-looking one. Mine has an MSRP of $58,945. The rough dealer cost on this MDX is about $54,935, give or take a few bucks, you guys. I want you to keep in mind before how Acura dealers work is that they sold a ton of MDXs because this was their bread and butter car. They sold a ton of them, got a volume bonus from Acura. Now they're relying on this few $1,000s from invoice to MSRP to keep their dealerships afloat. Think about it. How many Acuras are there actually in stock in the United States? These dealerships got to keep the lights on somehow, and I legitimately mean that. So with that being said, you may have a little bit of trouble getting an Acura MDX below MSRP. Right now, there is a loyalty incentive of $1,000 if you currently got an Acura in the house. There is a promotional APR at 60 months for 2.9%. This is up since the last time I made this video from 1.9%, unfortunately. Assuming you financed a target selling price of $58,945, this would land you at a 60-month payment of $1,083 a month, and that's not including taxes and fees, you guys. And again, you're financing, clearly you're financing $60,000, so that's why the payment is that high. If you're wondering what the lease payment looks like, stick around, it's coming up. However, if you wanted to know what the other trims are leasing out for, by clicking here or the link in the description below, you'll be taken on over to negotiationguides.com, where you'll be able to see those lease payment estimates. Now, assuming you got the MDX for MSRP, no lease cash to be had this month. However, we've got a residual of 61% for 36 months at 10,000 miles a year and a money factor of 0.00100. Now, plugging this all into the lease calculator and assuming we're giving just our inception fees due at start, so your first payment, acquisition fee, doc fee, registration, all that stuff due at start, roughly about $1,500 to $2,000 depending on where you live, we would be talking about $733 a month. That's at MSRP, you guys. Again, that payment is not including tax. Keep in mind, you guys, this payment was about $500, $525-ish a few years back on the previous model. So yes, it has gone up quite significantly, but it actually didn't do too bad. The residual is a lot higher this time around versus its predecessor. Again, by clicking the link in the description below, you can access the other lease payment estimates. As far as insurance, not too bad. As far as insurance, again, you guys, you can access the other lease payment estimates by clicking the link in the description below. As far as insurance, you guys, what I want you to try and shoot for out in Arizona is a yearly premium of $1,495, $1,940 in California, $2,115 Florida, $1,340 Illinois, $1,505 Massachusetts, $2,895 Michigan, $1,890 New York, $1,265 Ohio, 1660 Pennsylvania, 2005 Texas, 1140 in Virginia. Quite high, in my opinion, on the insurance side of things on the Acura MDX. However, it could be that you might get a lower rate. Who knows? Use negotiationguides.com by clicking here or the link in the description below so you can review all this information, as well as get in touch with your local area Acura dealers to get the very best price on the MDX. And if you found this information useful, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.